What if I told you the difference between living as a beggar and becoming a successful businessman is not luck, not money, but just one shift in how you think? Sounds impossible, right? Well, stay with me, because the story I'm about to share could completely change the way you see yourself, your struggles, and even your future. And trust me, you do not want to miss the ending, because the twist will leave you speechless. A person's greatness is not measured by the wealth in their pocket, but by the power of their thoughts. This truth has been proven over and over by legends like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, and even in Napoleon Hill's timeless words, what you think about, you become. But here's the real question. If that's true, then why do so many people still struggle to succeed? Why do some remain stuck in poverty while others rise to greatness? Is it fate? Is it opportunity? Or is it something hidden deep inside us? Today's story will uncover the shocking truth, and once you hear it, you'll never look at success the same way again. And along the way, we'll also pick up powerful English words and life-changing insights to make you not only wiser, but stronger. So lean in, because this journey starts at a crowded railway station. At this station lived a poor beggar, surviving each day by asking strangers for coins. To him, every passing passenger was a chance at survival. One day, he spotted a man stepping onto the platform, sharp suit, confident walk, the kind of man who looked like he owned the world. This man must be rich, the beggar thought. If I ask him, surely he'll give me a lot. He rushed over, hand outstretched. But instead of giving him money, the businessman stopped, looked him in the eye, and asked, "Do you always just take from others? Have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar froze. No one had ever asked him that before. Stumbling for words, he replied, "Sir, I'm just a beggar. I survived by asking. I have nothing to give." The businessman smiled, not cruelly, but with calm truth, and said, "If you believe you have nothing to give, then you also have no right to ask. I am a businessman. I believe in exchange. If you give me something, I can give you something in return. But if you have nothing to offer, I cannot give you anything either." With that, he boarded his train and disappeared. The beggar stood stunned. The words pierced deeper than hunger. For the first time, he realized, maybe people never give me much because I give them nothing in return. That night, he lay awake, haunted by one thought. If you want to receive, you must first give. Days passed. The beggar stopped begging. He was lost in thought. Then one morning, as he sat on the platform, he noticed a patch of wildflowers near the tracks. Their colors lit something inside him. An idea. What if, he thought, instead of only asking, I give something small back? He plucked a few flowers, sat at his spot, and when a man dropped a coin in his hand, he smiled and gave the man a flower in return. To his surprise, the man's eyes lit up. He smiled back, thanked him, and walked away. It worked. People weren't just giving money, they were delighted to receive something, even a simple flower. And the more flowers he gave, the more coins came back. He had discovered something powerful. People don't like to give out of pity. They love to exchange. Weeks later, while offering flowers, he spotted the same businessman on a train, heart racing. He ran to him and said, "Sir, today I have something to give. If you give me money, I'll give you flowers in return." The businessman smiled knowingly, handed him cash, and accepted the flowers. Then he said something that changed everything. "Today, you are no longer a beggar. You are a businessman." Those words echoed in the beggar's heart. He realized he was never powerless. He had always been a trader, just needed to see himself differently. From that moment, he never returned to the station as a beggar again. 6 months later, two well-dressed men met at that same station. They shook hands. One man squinted at the other and asked, "Do I know you?" The other smiled. "Yes, we met twice before. Once when I asked you for money, and once when I gave you flowers." The man's eyes widened. Why were the beggar? But today, you're dressed like a businessman. The former beggar laughed. "Yes, that was me. But today I run a successful flower business. I'm traveling to expand it further." The businessman was astonished. "What changed?" The flower seller replied, "You taught me life's greatest truth. We only receive when we give." That day I realized I was never a beggar. I was always a businessman. I just had to see myself that way. They shook hands again, but now as equals. Friends, life is shaped by how we see ourselves. If you believe you are small, you will remain small. But if you recognize your hidden potential, you can achieve greatness beyond your imagination. Ask yourself, are you thinking like a beggar, always waiting for others to give? Or are you thinking like a businessman, ready to offer value, to exchange, to create? Because the moment your thoughts change, your entire future changes too. If this story inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Give this video a like to support more powerful stories like this. Comment below. What did you learn from this story? I'd love to hear your reflections. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more life-changing stories that will keep you motivated, inspired, and moving closer to your dreams every single week. Because remember, greatness starts with a single thought.